Hello, Taurus. Happy December. How are you, friends? I hope you're well. Thanks so much, Taurus, for stopping in here. I appreciate you. And happy full moon. It's today. I think I had said in the sneak peek that it was the 12th, and I knew that it was the 4th, so I don't know why I said the 12th, but somebody in the comments has said to me, it's the 4th, and I was like, isn't that what I said? And then when I went back, I realized I said the 12th. So happy full moon to you. Nonetheless, full moon in Gemini today. How you doing with that? It was very, very emotional for me. It still is, by the way. That's why I haven't been online. And I'm here to do a reading for the rest of the month, Taurus. That's what we're doing for everybody this week. I'm going to be reading for the rest of 2025. Of course, I'll be back with more readings throughout the month. This isn't the last reading you're going to get from me, but let's look at what is going to be going down for the rest of the year. And, I keep trying to do this reading. It's like I've had a false start a few times here. So maybe there's something that you're waiting on that isn't showing up and there's a delay. That could be that. But I was trying to put down the oracles and the oracles just I wasn't feeling it. So I'm here with just tarot. We're just going to use tarot. We're going to do a 9-card draw. We're going to tell you what's coming up for the rest of the year, Taurus. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about the extendeds, how to find them. And if you're interested in a private read, we could do that. Oh, by the way, some of you have found the hype button. Thank you for hyping me. I appreciate you. And thank you for your thumbs up. And if you're brand new and you've never been here before, we have a really big Taurus tribe. So thank you so much for joining our Taurus tribe here. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. I hope you hit the subscription button so you can come back. Look, if I'm all up in your business and coming through your feed anyway, you might as well be in my business too. Let's do it. All right. We've got the Ace of Cups. Good cheer. The Ace of Good Cheer. Ace of Cups in this deck. We've got the Magus, that is the Magician. This is the Yuletide Tarot, by the way, if you're interested in that. And we've got the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're creating something. It feels like you're in the midst of creating something using all the resources that you have. So resources, skills, whatever that is, it feels like you're collecting things and creating something with all the things that you collect. Look, the Magician is cutting down this mistletoe or the holly here. There's a bunch of things in the basket. It feels like you're collecting a bunch of things to create something. Maybe create love, create happiness, create a new beginning here. It feels like the 10 of Pentacles is here. It could be that you're doing it for family. Maybe you're doing it for the purpose of legacy. But I think that somebody here, this too, the fact that somebody is harvesting, collecting, and creating, it tells me that somebody here has given themselves the promise of taking better care of their health. Because the 10 of Pentacles, although can be money and family, it's also other things that go along with the 3D world, like health, like financial health, financial wealth, but also physical health, right? So it feels like somebody's going to love themselves a little bit more, possibly by using whatever you have in your arsenal here. I would say whatever you've collected. Tell me more about Taurus. It's interesting that there's soup here. There's a bunch of stuff that's being harvested or collected, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So some of you are buying all the things that you need. Some of you are harvesting all the things that you need. But I feel like it's to make you feel good from the inside out, because this is soup, right? And we've got the Ace of Cups, and that's heart energy, happy, heartfelt energy. We do have the Justice card. Somebody here is very much in gratitude. We have, So the Holly King, that is the Emperor here. We do have the 10 of Swords, and we have Justice. I feel like somebody here is going to get an answer to something. It feels like when I'm looking at this card that this child is very grateful just even to have the littlest gift. It's showing gratitude or something that is finally showing up that I've been hoping for or wishing for. It's like this child has everything they need, whatever is in here. It looks like berries or something, but they've got heat, right? It looks like somebody here has got their eyes closed, bowing their head in gratitude. That's what it feels like. the Ten of Swords is here, and it does feel like it might be a release of something, but it also feels like a decision. Look, I feel like you're going to get an answer to something, is what I was saying before. It feels like you're going to get an answer to something, and it's going to allow you to release some sort of burden that you've been carrying with you. It might be a financial burden, but it feels like something, although painful, is a decision that's being made on your behalf, and it's being made possibly by someone who is of influence. This is the Holly King, which is the Emperor in this deck, and it could be made a decision that's being made because justice is here by someone of influence, judge, magistrate, someone who takes care of legal things. But it feels like whatever it is, this answer, however it comes to you, whether it's in the mind or somebody brings you the answer, it feels like you're going to be able to release something. And it is going to cause you to heal. And it feels like you're healing from the inside out. It's going to cause you to heal. We've got the Death card here. Tell me more. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Candles, and we've got Balance. So something really is going down here, Taurus. In a moment of alchemy, something is changing. It's like the tables have turned, and the tables have turned, and they're bringing you something that I feel like a light is turning on, or somebody is bringing light to the darkness, because Death and the Ace of Wands are here together. It feels like light in the darkness. The Balance card is the Temperance card. So it feels like this is the moment in the month of December that you get an answer to something that you've been asking for. And it feels really abundant. It's going to make you feel good from the inside out. Something you will just sort of lower your head and say, well, thank the powers that be, whoever that is. Thank God, thank Buddha, thank Ganesh, thank whoever it is. Just looking here, this is really interesting because I'm just going to show this really closely to see if you can see it. Is it just me, or do you see little bulls? Oh, I see little bulls. Do you see them? Yeah. It looks like little bulls that are etched into the stone. Okay, I'm going to put 2 more cards down here, and we'll find out what is coming up, what you can't see that is under the surface. Let's find out what's going on here, and then we'll do some clarifying here for you, Taurus. We've got the Star, and we've got the Six of Wands in the reverse. So I want to say that there is a wish fulfillment that is coming. It's like it's here, but you can't see it yet because the lights aren't on. It feels like you're still in the dark about it. So the Six of Wands is about getting attention, but it's in the reverse, and it feels to me like you're not quite out of the dark, I would say. And for some of you, that might mean you're still dealing in some sort of hardship, but it feels like you're not quite out of the dark, but the wish fulfillment is here. So maybe it's the light of the stars, right? If you think about sun, moon, and stars, right? The stars are the lesser of the light. And the moon is a little bit brighter than the stars, and then the sun is the brightest of all the stars. So it almost feels like you can't see it because you're being led by stars right now. I know that I've never seen that meaning in the star card before, but that's what it feels like here, because the Six of Wands is in the reverse, and something that is supposed to move forward hasn't quite moved forward yet. But I want to say in the month of December, you're going to get the answer that you wanted, and it's going to bring you into some sort of great balance in a moment of alchemy. For some of you, it's money or a job, or a financial gift, or maybe it's a promotion or a raise. It feels like that, but it feels like it comes like right in the nick of time, I'm going to say, because it's almost like this child is exhaling, like they didn't forget me. Like the universe didn't forget me. That's what it feels like. Let's talk about the Magus here, because the Magus is the magician, and I feel like you have been... I want to say that you have been manifesting something, and I think that thing is going to show up. I feel the Ten of Swords here to be, the Ten of Canes to be relief. Because although it's hard to get to the Ten of Swords, look, a lot of people stay in the 9 forever because the 10 is the painful part. And I feel like it almost feels that even though it's come to an end, that this is relief. I feel like you're creating some sort of relief, or some relief is being created to you by something you're about to learn. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. And we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Look, there's something here that you've been really, you're like, it's got to be that way. You know, if you've been in this situation yourself, please let me know in the comments. But you know, when you argue with your intuition, it's like your intuition is telling you, yes, it's coming, but you don't want to be so hopeful. You don't want to be let down by being hopeful for something that might not be arriving. Well, the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Cups are telling me, but I'm so sure that it's on the way. I would say that you're probably right, but you just can't see it. Why? Because the King of Cups keeps everything under the surface. It feels like there is something that is to be said or revealed, and I don't think you can see it, but you're really confident. Like at moments when you sit by yourself here, you're really confident that this thing is going to be so abundant. And I feel like it's like a resource or a skill or something that is going to be showing up here. And it comes right in the nick of time, because I think the Page of Pentacles in the reverse to me here, Taurus, is telling me that you don't have anything left to give. Your tank is empty. It's like, my tank is empty. I don't have anything left to give. I'm exhausted. I'm just going to release it. I'm just going to let it go. And I think this here, the 10 of Swords being at the center of your reading, at the moment of alchemy is when you release this and say, look, I can't even think about that anymore. I've thought about it and it's exhausted me. I think that whatever it is shows up and you're like, what? That thing is showing up now? It feels like it might be coming via the Emperor, someone who is of influence. This could be your boss. This could be someone who shows up and wants you to sign something. It feels like it could be coming by way, like traveling through this Emperor energy. But nonetheless, if it's not something that's arriving through a person, I feel like it gives you stability or allows you to pull everything back in and gives you like enough energy for you to just dig in and be able to endure the rest of the year is what it feels like. Tell me what justice is, please, for Taurus. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. It does feel like it's a gift. The Ace of Gifts is here. It feels like it's a gift. So it might be like, it could be a holiday bonus, or somebody shows up with a gift. Maybe somebody orders something for you and it shows up at your door. But it feels like you're in such gratitude over it because you really, really needed it when it finally shows up. We've got the Page of Good Cheer, so it's good news. I love it. You really needed some good news, Taurus. I feel like some good news is going to be showing up for you. And the Ace of Pentacles can mean many things. Like when the Ace of Pentacles comes up for me, it's in a few days. So for some of you, this could be a few days, but I'm talking about the month of December. It's up until the end of the year. It feels like you're going to get some sort of good news. And I feel like it's going to be surprising because you've let go of it, 10 of Swords, you've relieved yourself of it and said, look, I'm just not even going to put any more effort or energy in that, because I was pretty sure, I was pretty confident that it was coming and it hasn't shown up yet. So I feel like you're creating the environment for yourself to say, you know what, enough. I'm not going to hope anymore. I'm not going to do this anymore because it's not showing up. It's almost like you don't want to let yourself down. We've got the Page of Swords. Very interesting energies coming up here for you. The Page of Swords is here, and that's the observer. That's the one who has been observing it from a distance for so long that when it does finally show up, I know exactly what to do with it. Yeah, I know exactly what to do with that. Somebody has been observing something from a distance. It does feel like it's good news, but I feel like you have talked yourself out of this thing showing up for you. And I think that's why the 6 of Wands is in the reverse. It feels like it does show up for you because this Justice card is giving me relief because it's next to the 10 of Swords. This might be financial relief through something that comes through legally. Not for all of you. Justice doesn't always mean legal things, but it does mean something's restored. It's like your faith is restored, or somebody restores your faith that there really is good people, or something really does work out the way you want it to. Let's talk about this Death card here. Tell me what is transforming, because something is changing here. And I feel like it's changing in your favor. Yeah, the Child is here. The Child in this deck is the Fool. this child is, look, waiting for Santa to come. Like, I always see this child as waiting for Santa to come down the chimney. And maybe his friends and family told him, look, there's no such thing. And he's still got hope. He's still waiting. He's still hoping. And look at this. We've got the death card pointing toward the child. So I'm going to say that transformation, even in the moment of death, transformation is telling you to have some hope, because some honesty and truth is coming. You're going to know the honest truth about something. Regardless of whether you like that honest truth or not, it's going to give you relief, Taurus. You're going to be able to exhale, my love. We've got the Hanged Man. Yep, you've been in a pause. You've been in some sort of pause or perspective, trying to see things through a different point of view. It feels like you've dropped your preconceived notion of what you thought this thing would be. And when you finally do that, when you let it go, I feel like you get your perspective, and then this thing shows up, the truth or the honesty of this thing shows up. And so what I'm saying is, it doesn't necessarily have to be a person that's showing up with the information. It could be that you come to a realization, because the Queen of Swords is here with the Hanged Man. Your perspective becomes clear that the Fool is here, that you already are in the new chapter, or you already are in the new phase of your life, because some light is being let on the subject here. It feels like it's all of a sudden this exciting realization with the Balance card here, Temperance. In the moment of alchemy, it's a realization, oh, it's already here. That's what it feels like. So we've got the Six of Swords. Oh my gosh, look at that. Six of Swords for me, Six of Canes. Six of Swords is, it's already in motion. And I think that you thought that you had to wait a really long time for whatever this is, this answer, this truth is showing up and is shocking you. It could be a change, the way you change your mind about something, because you're like, oh, I just found that thing. It's almost like something had been lost in the basement forever, but it wasn't in the basement at all. It was probably in the hall closet underneath the old shoes. Like, it feels like you found it in a place where you didn't think you would find it. Taurus, we're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about this, because we still haven't talked about all of these, right? We're going to talk more about this. We're going to peel this apart in the extended. If you're interested in the extended and you want to find us there, please look at the very top of all of the comments. You will see one pinned comment. Click on more. You will see a link there that will take you to the membership area. If you would like to have at least 4 extendeds in a month, you can go to the membership area. More if you're watching more signs. If you're interested in just purchasing this one outright, you can do that if you like. There is a link there in that pinned comment. Also, if you're interested in a private read, I am doing reads that are pre-recorded. I'm also doing readings that are over the phone, face-to-face and video. I'm also doing text. So if you want to connect with me personally in a personal reading, we can do it that way. I had a call today that was a lot of fun. I really love talking to you guys over the phone. It's a lot of fun. I can be silly. We can be silly. And yeah, so I'm going to go into the extended. If you want to be there, please come watch, and I will see you there. And if not, that's okay, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. Happy 2020, rest of 2025, going into 2026, and happy full moon. I'm going to go for now. Take care, Taurus. Thank you. Bye-bye.